Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome to Tavern Talk. Thank you to Future Friend Games for the opportunity to check out an extended demo. Tavern Talk is up on Kickstarter now, so let's just get into this. Choose your pronouns, she, her, that's totally fine with me. Alright, 57th of the Wake, Act 1, The Wayfarer's End, New Beginnings. Yeah, this game is up on Kickstarter now if you'd like to support it. Hiya Inkeep, how's it going? All nice and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All nice and dandy? Yes, all nice and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove and then I replanted the mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Or a mushroom mimic? Maybe a gnome? Did it? No. But I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a dried nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, pecan nuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Allergic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is that you're missing the spice? Does enter work? Yeah, it doesn't. Does space work? It does. Okay. I'm gonna keep using the mouse though. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. No, I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom. I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly funny. Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Huh? Drama! Buzz! Excitement! Something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights and of people and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I have the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to the song I started writing. I wish to be a hero slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. Sounds like a good song opening to me. Oh, really? You think so? Well, it perhaps has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I would love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite! It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating in the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with the nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. So... I was wondering... I've been coming to your tavern for so long. I don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yeah. Really? Yes. What do I do? Do I need to put on an apron? Or someone familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. So, this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu! Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order! I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log, just in case. Well, I'm sure I know what was asked of me, so I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with a sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There is dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistake to Andu. Once I'm done, I press the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magic details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Alright, so... we want this. So it's like that. Ah, aha, you just click it and it goes in. And then we want a little bit of this. Wait, oh, okay, so one of that. And then the rest is this. Swift strike. Okay, I see how you do it. It's like each layer is how much of the jug you put in. Ding. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Oh, well, give your creation a taste. That is delicious. I made that. You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. stay hydrated. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'll be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma can't hurt. Sure. Whatever. Alright, so we want spoken heart. Order. This one. Draw the recipe. Alright, so we want one... Oh, okay, good. If you pull it back, it still fills it. One. And then the rest being this. 3. Spoken heart. Ding. Okay. This should be digestible. Maybe even tasty? Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of the banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Alright. River unlocked. Song of bones and water. And she's haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully a rhetorical device. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams? Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that patters down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. I want to sing songs about my adventures to make other people yearn for the same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It is my home. There's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if... It is wrong to leave, though. What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Hi. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Well, last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? Name's Carolyn. You can call me or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Ugh, no. No quest for me. But I may have one for you. Or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tragarn. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart. The whole program. Ooh. Rumor unlocked. The Valachian Carolyn told me about a werewolf who was roaming around Terragran. Potential threat to villagers. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south of Arrowve. Ah, rumor unlocked. No Madi. What is it? Werewolf has been seen in Arrowve, a southern town. A nomad, or do they have a goal in mind? I wonder if it's the same one, just moving up, like a nomad? I thought the werewolf hype died together with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? I think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Yep. Which one were you, Innkeep? Where's my neither option? I never read it, okay? Oh, we'll go with Team Werewolf, though. Is it the fur or the effects? Neither. It's questionable experiences with the other camp more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? One that you like to know? Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that the reason why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just too afraid he might look a little too familiar to my Uncle Drog and would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is it the werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You couldn't tell. Same fate had befallen Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never stay behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that southern werewolf, yes? Right, anything else that might help others get with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? River unlocked, fetch. A werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge to run after a stick. On any dog, trust me. Good to know, thanks, Carolyn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Gotcha, Carolyn. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare giving me any of that watered down muck instead. Alright, so we want something with a whole lot of strength. Like, combination of offense and defense. I'm guessing that? Yeah, Southern Brawler I think is what we want. Alright, so we want a drop of this. As I pour half of it on the counter. Drop of that. And then fill it up with the red. Southern Brawler. See if I got it right. A drink with 0 water, as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back north through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to clean up. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? Can I click over here? Ah, quests. Cool. And drinks. Okay, rumors. Okay. This is all on a werewolf. I'll put those over there. And then a banshee. Cool. Care to elaborate? No. Ugh. Sorry, I got distracted by something. Oh, but you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptake up north, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself? Something like that. Yeah. Oh. Rumor unlocked. Snail's pace. Usual amount of undead seem to be haunting the north. Undead snails are being accused of stealing crops. This apparently poses a problem. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead? Apparently unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just go into open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation. And I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups, but sure. For more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. Could use some help. Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. Alright. This is where I store all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal, so I don't forget. Smart. Oh, this is Fable. I think the next best step would be starting the fitting snippets onto your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Oh wait, no, this is the same one because it has the same accent. Just the name is wonky. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, pretty sure. Got it. Got it. Thank you for your help, Carolyn. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. So we've got werewolf. A resident Vulcan passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Tragarn from Erova. They pose a potential threat to helpless sheep and villagers. Apparently, wolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on the quest and save Tragarn from this werewolf mayhem? Alright, so that's a quest in the books. Alright, part 2, Prelude to Bravery. Oh, quest taken. Alright. What was that? What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tragarn. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe a hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you? Looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who is good with the bow. One that will tell me that they want the quest. I'm good with the bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want that quest? Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. You've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you about if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, well, if I take the quest, then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot the tree instead? And the tree will be mad at me. But it won't really matter because I'll be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? You want me to tell you to take that quest? Maybe? I can't make that decision for you. Neither can I! Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only the slimes. Maybe you can add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest. I think I would have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think that would take up more time than we have. About taking the quest, it seems to me that you want to take it, but you are trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best musos, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting? But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, my bones start to shake, and I feel dizzy. Bones don't shake, your body does. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what is it thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have a history, right? Great feats they can look back on to find their bravery. Inspirational stories that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky! I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy they are. Nothing seems easy for me. Imagine there is one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone will pass it, except me. I'll get caught on it and rip my coat. That happened once? Once? I wish it had been just once. It seems that my life only follows the path that is the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. A curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You are too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week, I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming, and they make for a nice bouquet, you know. Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping amaryllis. Now, guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby! All day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores, and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was! Between the tears and sobs, I managed to make a tincture made from hotweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. The Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear of it? Oh, thank God, word didn't carry around. It was my very first adventure. A chance to finally get out of my daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great dangers to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits home to it. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger, a merchant up in Tragan, and recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course it ought to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you nervous? New people! Seasoned adventurers! One stronger than the other, in shining armor and armed to the teeth! I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way of that. How did it go wrong? I felt the condescending looks on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually looked. My fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I blacked out, I think. Never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well with the blood rushing in my ears and feeling dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever pass. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that is known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. Rumor unlocked, the Mary Morgan. What do we got? The riverbanks of the Shivermere had Mary Morgan, a wrathful spirit prone to drowning at men and women and everything in between. Ah, the ass! I used to make those all the time as a kid. For some reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared in the end. They had to save me. They fought the creature when we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I suddenly bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still their laughingstock at every gathering. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the Chimera, residing in the Quag Mangrove. It has a taste for adventurers. Three-headed beast. A wyvern Chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. Adventurers beware. You might be on next on its menu. I want you to flip. Ah, good enough. But you didn't. But I didn't. First encounter with the Hydra. Well, just a day after I arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Abalone, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven. But I thought, since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amarantine Hydra. And I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around. And how its green scales match my hat. It was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. I looked at my biscuits and then at me. And I said, by the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things are as changing as the Leviathan sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea. Aha! Thought to myself, wow, the Amaranth thing has given me a riddle. Alright, so let's relate to this chimera one, right? That's different. Go down with the chimera. Giving me a riddle. A quest! Maybe this shall be my first adventure! But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I'm not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it one? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had been an antidote it had needed, it would have died. Woodhalves are as useful as an antidote when you have not been poisoned. It changes nothing. Adventurers don't come tied up in neat, mistakeless bows. Your mistakes are part of your story, Fable, no matter how hard you try and shame yourself for them. I like you the same nonetheless. You do? Yes, I don't care much for Fable, the flawless hero. I don't think their stories would have been very interesting. So this is like a... Okay, that's the chat log. I'm guessing that's like auto. Very interesting. Oh, I guess it would just... Okay, I don't know what that does. Maybe skip if you're like replaying. Fable the messy adventurer with a heart of gold and endearing personality on the other hand. Great non-guy. Might even be my favorite regular. Don't tell anyone else I said that. I won't. Thank you, and keep. And because I like you so much, I'm gonna keep giving you free advice. I hope so. What do you have for me? seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem. But how can I not be? Everything I touch falls apart. You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I am like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find out then. Like, on a quest? For example? Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? You think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help these people, right? What if I don't, and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2. And who knows, you might even end up joining a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I should not decide to give up before I even tried. After all, I'm a very quick runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I fable a great gardener and, future hero. Charmer of nymphs. I'm gonna embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes. Good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes! Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so the werewolves won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. I want to fight. Yeah, I'm gonna need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry, lost lichen after all, and all it needs is a pep talk and a hug? Maybe we can be friends. I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. Of course, I'm sure you're already aware. Sorry for backseat mixing. Alright. So we can either go this, which will help for that. That's the heavy. It's dexterity. And that's only 2. So it's your spoken heart. We'll go with Swift Strike again. It is her favorite. So we'll go with her huge. Alright, so we need one of this. One of this. Okay, the hitbox for the drinks can be a little funky at times. Okay, you're getting some dexterity. This should do it. Oh, that tastes great. Very brisk. You feel a little braver? No, not yet, but I feel faster, more agile, swifter with my bow. Like my arrows can find any werewolf's heart. I'm sure the bravery will come later. I'm sure it will. Thank you! This drink gave me some hope and heart palpitations. I think that's your anxiety. Maybe! You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I would have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest. So... I brought you some Phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. Plant them in the right soil, they can grow up to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us? Exactly! I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm awaiting another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I will order a drink with some next time. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Hi. You again? Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That Spoken Heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Okay, let's grab Spoken Heart. Yeah, Spoken Heart. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, it seems like I have to have my mouth specifically in a certain spot, no matter where I'm holding the bottle. Okay, Spoken Heart. Spoken Heart, just for you. Maybe it will help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Think you enjoy. Charming. Hi. Careful! You'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I serve you? Ugh, not another one of those empty babblers. Would you prefer a different line? Let's see. Hail and well met, adventurers. Would you like to try me drinks? No, that feels wrong somehow. Could try the one where you just serve drinks quietly. I'm fresh out of that one, sorry. Thought so. You plan to try and peer into my backstory? Probably. Ugh. I'm warning ya, I'm a very good at ignoring non-essential NPCs. Why are you ignoring me? Not you, the innkeep. The innkeep is ignoring me? Not in the slightest. Don't worry too much about it. He's a tad quirky. I see. A thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah! My cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fell on his shoulder is an ooze. Or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you. Ah, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did! Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story in your names? Yes! I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Dacote de la Song. It's long for Kyle. Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood! Or if you're out of... I would also sell for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Red. Oh, strength. Okay. Southern Brawler? Southern Brawler. Alright, we need a drop of this. I say a drop and it's like portion. Portion of that. Then we go red. Southern Brawler. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you could let me have a bite? No. Okay. And who may offer the second drink? Rhea Frostgrip. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Yep. Serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Frosted lagoon. Alright, so we're doing a drop of this. I keep saying a drop, but piece of that. And then going all in. Frosted lagoon. A taste of the herb just for you, value customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholders? Let me try. I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks. Just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about the ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dulvermere with a trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit the gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all times. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly this big ooze comes along and slap. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And the sun kills you. Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Lost and found. Freaking vampire's looking for his cape. He seems a bit confused. Want to go for a stroll in the sun? Okay. Okay, so that's just there. Yes. No. Oh. Oh, the ooze did not also eat the cape. Anyways, I want to call myself the best warrior, but when I slurped me gold, I had to do something. But it took me shovel, and dug, and hit, and dug, and hit, until there was nothing left anymore of the ooze. Well, almost nothing. So did you dig out your gold? Silly food, she dug out me! Guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh, yes! A big gold nugget! Should be enough to bring me to Baruvia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, sunshine. We had a deal. Ah. We did? Would you allow me to ask a question? What was that deal again? I get you to Barovia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where have you last seen your cape? Don't even bother, it's a lost cause. We've looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? In the wardrobe! Oh. So, you can wear it inside the wardrobe, Lance? What? No. Hell, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you? We could? Phenomenal! I could put out a quest for you, but for that we need a little more information. Good luck with that. First I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut and Baruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course, I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It is quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for displaying your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding! Your wedding? When I married my sweetheart Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. Show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn, residing in Marrow Castle? That would be her. Congrats! Are you still married? Bad blood. Vampire last saw his cape on the wedding day he was wed to Countess Evelyn. We'll put those together. You're still married? Ugh, of course not! I hate her! Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech! Uh-oh. What? My cape! Ah, rats. Here we go again! My sweet Evelyn stole my cape! What now? That little, mean, vicious, beautiful beast! She, the thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession! Wouldn't that be your heart? No! I had that taken out centuries ago. My cape. I could never live without it. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps in keep that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there is a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her village again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. That's what we are setting up right now. So, Marrow Castle, where could a brave adventurer find it? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of darkness, temptress of men, flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with her life. But beware! She bites! And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I will write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. Oh, no, don't come back here. Okay, so let's all go together. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tail blow without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Alright. Another rusted lagoon. Okay, we're going with one of that. I'll fill in one of that. And boom. Aha! Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with that. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I'm consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way here, you were complaining about having to walk. But that form doesn't work as it used to. I am out of practice, and then slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all icky. Ah, the dragons. Could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right. Innkeeper! You have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that also moisturizes my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. Chimera? A pair of sunscreen. My sense chance against the grilling apparently... I guess I'll put this with the chimera. Or sorta with the chimera. Chimera? This thing, beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all made by the dragons to guard Guile. Like sea people for breakfast. I'm aware. I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Only I had to eat that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could ask it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that'd go over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? What are you looking at me like that? Ms. Frostgrip, dearest Raya, perhaps we can alter our deal? Oh, nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze, an ooze goop, I'm no match for such a beast. No problem, I can make it another quest for my trusted boy. Mixing things up here. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up, and succeeds. Especially that. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me! Let's leave it at 2. The innkeep. While we waiting for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Want Snow White to go up in flames right here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Okay, oh, new quest. According to Amaranth and Hydra. Let's put that there. Evelyn. Oh, so those are those 3, and these are just other stuff. In the quag mangrove resides a hydrochimera. Its scales and claws are invaluable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that he could walk in bright daylight. Finding balance or adventurer brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva. Okay. And then we got those 8. Mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She rides at the foot of Witch's Wrath Peak, venture to the peak, and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape, but beware, she might be invisible. Alright, part 3. New friends and former enemies. My infusion shipment finally arrived this morning! I now have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix Chili, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Listen, I can fix this. Just let me pick up chamomile tincture from my treehouse. Chamomile is proven to be great for wound healing. You've done enough, little fella. I'll be good from here, thanks. Fable, Carolyn, back so soon. Innkeep. Say, did you want that bladder after me? Or did you send that bladder after me? I told you she has nothing to do with it. It's my fault. My fault alone. So at least let me fix you up. You better keep your clumsy hands off of me. Now, how about we calm the spirits a bit and you tell me what happened? Misunderstanding, I suppose? Yes! You helped out of me as an Uncle Dragon lookalike. The uncle that looks like a werewolf? Yes. No. It's a bit more complicated. Doesn't matter. It matters that the elf has mistaken me for a werewolf. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. What's on the menu? Okay. I don't know if there's like... yes, you did. Maybe, but not on purpose. I promise. It's just me and my bad luck. See, it happened again. Nothing can ever go right. Don't say that, Fable. Tell me about it. We'll start from the beginning, alright? Right. So, you sent me out to look for the werewolf in Tregarn. I felt agile and ready, braver than I've ever felt before. The quest that I gave you, Innkeep. I recall, Carolyn. Good. I have my shortcuts and trails that make me travel rather swiftly through the Ashen Grove. And by early dawn, I reached the borders of Tregarn. The Ashen Grove thins out at that part. You catch a glimpse of the wide fields, vineyards, and see a farm or two. Truly idyllic, especially during sunset. There's one downside with the idyllic sunset, though. Ugh. It gets dark. Of course it does! And every tall, lumen person in the dark is automatically a werewolf, huh? No, but every tall, lumen person hunting down the farmer's sheep is. No, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. And the quest stated that this is exactly what the werewolf would be doing. In my defense, I'm broke. We've all been there. So Carolyn was busy hunting sheep, In the shadows of dawn, you thought she must be the werewolf. Exactly so! And then you need not one, but 3 arrows? Arms with a bow! I figured. And I prepared to fight, not bargain. So I shoot. Trigger. Happy. I can't get myself to aim right for the heart, so I aim for the shoulder. And suddenly the werewolf curses and cusses words I've never heard before. Like a sailor. Or how I'd imagine sailors swear. I've never actually met one. You telling me you never heard of blah 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 before? Hey, what is that? Blah blah blah. Why is it censored? Youth protection, the age rating assessment is quite harsh. Anyway, I was observing the prey through the bushes, and suddenly I felt a piercing pain in my shoulder. Not once, or twice, but 3 times. Of course I cuss and swear. It hurts! Never been so happy to have missed. So I turn around and ready to lunge at the rascal daring to aim at me. An orange gleaming eye stared at me through the shadows, right in my soul. I thought, that's it! It's over! I heard the bells of death ringing in my ears. I was done for, and I haven't even set foot out of the Ashen Grove. I stumbled backwards, tripping over a branch and crashing into a tree. Nah, that weren't the passing bells, Elfie. Actual bells from the chapel in town. My name's Fable. Right. So, I crashed into a tree, and the rustling of the leaves, cracking of the branches, and high-pitched yelp. I did yelp. Yes, he did. It caught the attention of the actual culprit. He must have been on his way to tear yet another sheep. Perhaps this time even a farmer's heart when our wrestling caught his attention. I heard the growling, such a deep, guttural growl, it made my blood curdle. I swear I saw my life rush past me. Sound more like an empty stomach to me. A big empty stomach then. Either way, bad. Very bad. A howl rang out through the air when he emerged from the bushes. Tall and towering, glowing red eyes, things as big as my hand. Probably around 8 feet high. 6 feet at max. 8. Seeing this tall creature sent shivers down my spine. You said that already. No, I didn't. Seeing the tall creature sent shivers down my spine. And I was frozen. I was sure the Mary Morgan incident would repeat. I stand there and watch everything as it happened, unable to move. He looked around and sniffed the air, and his eyes locked with mine. But then I remembered what you told me. Werewolves love playing fetch. So I swiftly slid down the tree and picked a stick from the ground. Werewolf noticed my movement. But before it could lunge at me, I threw the stick in the bushes as far away from me as possible. I wanted to buy myself some time to adjust my bow, but the stick somehow also influenced Carolyn, and both of them hurtled down the bushes. And that's not even all. So I couldn't help but run after that stick. I noticed something odd on the werewolf. Flannel rags. I forgot the stick and grabbed him by the throat, slamming him against the tree. He wheeled and twisted like a worm, growling and barking right into my face. I stared him right into the eyes as I heard the elf approach me from behind, the arrow feathered in the bow. Don't, Carolyn said. I lowered my bow hesitantly while she studied the werewolf's face. She growled, like she likes to do. Uncle Dragon, she explained, and I flinched. That's Uncle Dragon? Yeah, my darn uncle was in full werewolf transformation in front of me. Right there. acting like the biggest, wildest rascal in the whole of the world. I was joking when I told you the story in Keep. I wouldn't have thought the werewolf was actually my uncle. That's exactly why I don't do cases involving lycanthropy. So, how did you deal with him? Confronted him, of course. Knocked some sense into him, you know. We tied him to a tree so he wouldn't get any ideas before turning back. I knew learning all the sailor knots was good for something. It's good for a lot more than that. I mean... Either way. Resolution was only half as exciting as getting there was. Apparently, he contracted lycanthropy at the annual family gathering. And since he grew short-tempered, he and his husband got into a lot of fights. So he ran away. I can understand that all too well. And of course, I can't kill Carolyn's uncle just because he's a werewolf. So you let him go. The elf knows a swamp witch that might have worked out a cure. Dropped him off there. No more sheep tearing. For now. So, all in all, you would say the quest was successful? With a few obstacles attached? And someone getting hurt? Listen, the arrows itself ain't the problem. The coat, though... That was expensive. I'm sorry, really? Don't bother. After all, we got rid of the lichen. For now. Alpha even got you a keepsake. It's nothing. It's not even that great. I just thought. You thought? I thought it would be a nice reminder for a successful quest. I like trinkets. What is it? Come on. Quit being shy. Well, we played fetch with the stick afterwards, and I thought I could bring it? After Carolyn brought it back to me? I had to finish playing fetch after all. A nice memory of sorts, you know? And it is a nice memory. Thank you, Fable. I know just where to place it. There it is! Alright, anyway. How about a drink to celebrate? On me! I told Carolyn you have a hand for mixing just the right thing for any situation. Sure thing. For the both of you. I'll pass. I'll run home quickly to get the chamomile tincture. See you later. Later. So, in Keep. Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean, make me the usual. Drink never gets old. Drink never gets old. So, Southern Brawler it is. We got thing of that, bit of this, and then up it goes. Whee! Here, this should be to your liking. It is. Not bad, thanks. So, that little bladder, you raise them? Ugh, stay hydrated. Fable. Oh no. No? Not surprising. You two seem very close. Like family. They're a regular. I see. Huh. What's taken? This still open? Yes. Great. I'm taking it. You still have arrows stuck in your shoulder. Is but a scratch. Unless Elfie is getting me one of their hippie salves. Should be fine after. Alternatively, you could take a rest. Have some sleep. Let your wounds heal. Rid yourself of the ammunition. Decorating your body. But it's gone. Not there anymore. Alternatively, you could mind your own business. I know what I can take. if I don't move on to a proper quest without bumbling elves and useless relatives, I'll be going insane sooner or later. Hey, you want that? No, at least not in my tavern. I worked really hard on that woodwork. And do your job and let me take it. I mean, you already have. I'm just doing my job and, how do you call it? Expressing appropriate concern? You did this word work yourself? Excellent transition, Carolyn. Yes, I did. I built all of it myself. Why? Couldn't get anyone to help? I have a very specific vision. And too much free time. But that too. Boredom does things to you. One day you're bored, the next day you're learning how to gloss wood. Do you know any carpentry? I know of carpentry. And of boredom. That's exactly why I gotta take this quest. Need to counteract the boredom before it makes my biceps shrink. I don't think that's how that works. But boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire's sunscreen. Couldn't get more reckless than that. Could be taking Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. Won't. Don't need another accidental piercing. So the saliva's for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So, stealing something to protect someone seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss-poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you are most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous. Ain't that neither. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find or to survive. It seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about? What's it about, the Guardians? It's less about the Guardians and more about what created it. And maybe a little about the Chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she passed each of the realm keepers themselves. I little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she one day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. I look at the realm keepers. Maybe she's off stealing sheep. What do we get? Carolyn's great sword was passed on to her from long. What did this gift from the great dragons? It's... Oh, okay. Too soon. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No, that's the only kind she never encountered. I had quarrels with those feline ones, different variety of scales, even a cow one, I think. I never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you enjoy dragons? Yeah. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are fascinating and magical. I used to pretend I was one when I was little. I really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic. Blah. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. Little help never hurt anybody. The last time someone tried to help me, they shot me with 3 arrows. They weren't trying to help you, they were trying to kill you. But alas, does that mean you do not want a drink to pep you up, Carolyn? Didn't say that. I see, that doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. Happy to hear I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of boost for this body can't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy the good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. I will need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all for a bad idea. Maybe you'll want the drink with an infusion? I just got to unpack my shipments today. A what? Infusions! I use them to spice up my drinks. They'll grant you special abilities. Like the Phoenix Chili, a little bit of it could make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery... No, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. Which one you pick, I don't care. It's your job. Figure it out. Now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with the other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I can mix the correct recipe. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjust the drink from there. Let's give it a try. Oh, there's my infusions up here. So... got either brain, gonna be the sparkling nebula, or it's defense. I'm gonna try. I want to do the infusion. Put that in. Oh, I have to do it there. Okay, do it there. We want the lagoon. So let's do one of that. And let's go get this out to the end. Aha! So it just makes it so it's easier to get to. I see. Oh, there's one more. Figured it. You're getting better. Thanks. I'm feeling tougher already, and dangerously close to catching fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. Oh, now the arrows are back. What the heck? What I do need is that chamomile salve. Gonna go look for that bull either. Go easy on them. Thank you. I'll be waiting for your story. Alright, nighttime. Hi. Good evening to you too. Quest taken. This quest, it wasn't here yesterday. That's correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No. My legs. I want that quest. Well, you have it. Not just literally. Physically. Emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle. Get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, the path would be open. You know the castle. Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence! Me too! Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has? Once had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night? Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yes. Would guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to stay clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing may come inside or leave. Anything that tries to melts into her land in one way or another. As a grave, as a pile of decorative bones, as dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorsteps like an everlasting melody. That sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. Pierced up. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be achieved in secret. Or you are not worth the coins in your pockets. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed. You must live with the consequences. Consequences being you? Exactly. That definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course. I am one with the shadows and the wind. Gone before they even noticed me. So you could easily swipe something else together with a cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures. Whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decoration? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as decoration? Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for the first quest. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A small piece of furniture that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to this tavern. I will see what I can do about it. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me. Along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll eat stamps. Would you like some? No. Too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. Heard your drinks hold inspiration of great magnitude. Allow you to dip in the parts of yourself that you didn't previously know. Raise yourself from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. Secrets. I have many. Grant me one. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was already here. Just yesterday. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy, I spent hours just watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. Like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with a knife. Alright, enough secrets. You may have one of my infamous drinks. And some of my infamous infusions. Infusions. Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you could either benefit from some fake crystals or a frozen pine cone. Frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. I can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. Fake crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If used, they will turn you invisible eventually, and for a bit. The expiration date is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some Phoenix chilies, but I don't think it's very useful for your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself are you looking for? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. It must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Strength. Strength I can do. But some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to avoid her wrath entirely. Outstealth her and steal a cape from below her pale nose, so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require the right amount of dexterity, and some invisibility could help with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, and keep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? Alright, so we're either going strength with frost or speed with invisibility, but they did say this invisibility is like unpredictable. So to the frost armor. We want strength. We need a drop of this, and then all in on strength. Did I put too much, or is it fine? Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. There you go, a drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath. Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal that? You don't ask for permission before you steal something and keep. It is no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear of my new drink, the garlic breath? Huh. Good one. Tastes like... not garlic. Just as fearsome. To a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? Not... only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me avoid her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I do not need one if my steps can be as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me. Goodbye, and keep. I would say, pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hope does not lie in the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave, or for a good story. Farewell. Or for a bitter end. Nom. Starlight Sonata. Oh, it is still night. Good evening! Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did! Well, sort of. It was a little depressing. How so? Can I have a drink first? Sure. What are you looking for? Some zest, perhaps? No, not today. Something to help me wind down a little. Feel a little less like mushy moss. Though I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So something will keep me awake and agile would be nice? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? Here's a reminder. Of course, try something with dexterity. Swift strike should be a safe bet. Thank you. One moment. Just the usual. Should have guessed it was just the usual. And then pow. And up it goes. Full strike. Ding. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think I feel ready to tell you the story now. Please, go ahead. Do you remember Mr. Dragon? Carolyn's deadbeat werewolf uncle? Unfortunately. I think he is still on her mind. She's been very down since we came back. And so quiet that it's making me worried too. I wanted to cheer her up. That's very kind of you. How did you do that? Tried that. I just tried. It didn't go very well. I should probably just pretend it didn't happen. Fable? Tell me about it, please. Okay. So, we have a small werewolf community in the Ashen Grove. A couple of lycanthrope affected elves settled there about 200 years ago. And they have welcomed people like them ever since. They offer support for anyone trying to get their curse under control. And a home with a beautiful view on top. I thought if it took Carolyn there, I could show her that there is still hope for her uncle, if he doesn't find a cure. She thought it was ridiculous and a little funny, at least until I started trying to evolve the werewolves. Oh boy. I tried to tell them about Mr. Dragon so they could help cheer her up. I thought if I told them he was chasing a cure, they would be interested. Maybe even offer to help him. Instead, everyone just ended up being sad. And then we were all quiet. I'm sorry, Fable. It was a sweet idea. Maybe just a little too soon? Or too late? I wish I could have done more on that day. Maybe made them talk it out, or hug it out, or yell it out. That day is over. It has happened, and it went how it went. All you can change is the now. I guess that's true. I took her on a walk after, to my favorite spots of the grove. She told me a bit about her Baba. He sounds much nicer than Dragon. Indeed. I hope the Wyvern Chimera is everything she hopes it to be. Perhaps it will be. Maybe even more than that. I hope so. Well, may the stars of Cassiopeia and Leviathan guide her way. May they lead her down the right path and back to my tavern. Do you think she will let me read her star sign soon? Maybe, if you ask nicely. Maybe. I'd rather not bother her with it. Maybe you should ask her. Alright, if you say so, I'll ask her when she comes back so I can draw her a chart. And if she says no, I will just keep guessing until I get it right. That's the spirit. I hope she will come back. Of course she will. They always do. I'd like to think so. I guess so. You should take a break from worrying. Maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I will just idle here a bit, if that's okay. Always. Greetings, innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite! Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Now I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? Took me hours to find it. No? Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I do not need to hide. Except for games of hide and seek. I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3 times hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood is not even rotting yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons to go. That would be nice. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Alright, we want another brawler. And then whoop. Up it goes. Yeah. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah! This is perfect, innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be the drinking a livingly titled the Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there is a very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spiny guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he will return soon. You and your cape can be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where is Rhea? Oh, she has taken a day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day. She chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire. And my hand, and my hair. I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen are very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did! It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that makes your heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes! A true connoisseur of fashion. He is just visiting, he said. Had great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles. Yes! It tasted deliciously dead. I see. Stranger of the night. We've got strangers come to town. He likes pawn crates and speed armor. Huh. Okay. Another... I don't know what to do with it now. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though. I feel like he asked something of me. Almost I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my Pasca recipe? Is it good? Very much so. And I would like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me? Yes, said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course. So he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does the description ring any bells for you? No. Afraid not. Too bad. It must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together? I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Surely! I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat, or a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back for vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we do not remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawn of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we will change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. It always comes to those who will deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means! Maybe it promises mourning, but celebration also, does it not? For example, my dear Rhea met me hating vampires, and now she likes me. True change has already occurred before the stars have changed, it seems. You're hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you. As sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There is nothing greater than friendship, don't you think? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot crucial parts of the message. Our dear friend Stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah! Of course, the letter! Letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you swiftly. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, dwelling in the memories of a friend? It would be so well with the fireworks. Too bad. I will remember, I promise. And then I shall deliver his message in full. Don't think too hard about it. I do remember the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you will enjoy them. Fireworks! Doesn't that sound lovely? Hope they are not a private event. I think that would be difficult with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started? Oh, how beautiful! They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Walk on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Dear player, you've reached the end of the Tavern Talk Extended Demo. It's been a pleasure to take you on this little journey through the Wayfarer's Inn. I hope you enjoyed the little insight into the adventures to come. Yes, that is the end of the extended demo. Thank you again so much, Future Front Games, for this access to the extended demo. Again, the game is on Kickstarter. I believe you can also wishlist it on Steam already? Yes, you can wishlist it on Steam. There is a non-extended demo available on Steam if you want to check that out, like the shorter version. But yeah, also on Kickstarter. Link is down there in the description. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely inspired by games like, you know, Coffee Talk and stuff. I mean, Tavern Talk, Coffee Talk. You know, I still need to play those. They're in my list. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Tavern Talk! Yeah, thank you again so much to Future Friends Games for the code for the access to this extended demo. Pretty cool. And thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna go rest my voice because that was 2 hours straight of talking. Oh my goodness. And it's also lunchtime. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps keep being content like this and more. Found links for that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. You can also find a link to this game's Kickstarter and Steam page down in that description. Well, thank you again so much for watching. Thank you again so much, Future Friend Games, for the access to this extended demo. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye! Also, love the demo. A few typos, like some missing names and all that, but love the demo. Pretty cool so far, and I mean, the cliffhanger, like, they're not commenting that things are on fire back there. Like, they're shooting stars and things are on fire. Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!